Taurus. Let's see what we have for you. Okay. All right, for the month of August, Taurus. Taurus, somebody just needs to keep their blood pressure under control. I know that sounds pretty general, but wow, okay. All right, so immediately we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she is a lovely mother figure. This is nurturing abundance. This is resourcefulness. This is grounded success. This is home care. So maybe, oh, here is the pretty plant. One of the patrons of the establishment that I used to work for gave me a bunch of these lovely plants. Actually gave me, this was his mother's plant and she is deceased. And he gave me babies and babies off of his spider plants. Anyway, so for the Queen of Pentacles, it's an excellent start. Queen of Pentacles is talking about feeling secure. You don't have to be a male or a female. This is, oh shoot, sorry. This is just an understanding that you are feeling pretty good. Doesn't mean that you're materialistic. That Queen in the upright is talking about being secure in her natural environment. All right, got that little, I think that's like a jackrabbit right there, you know, hauling. And often that just means that there is, even though she is seated and she's contemplative, that she also has a quickness about her. Okay, some people associate that with fertility. And we will be clarifying. I'm just going to be taking one card and developing the storyline from there. All right, what else do we have for you? Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. So that means that you're feeling pretty stable. Oh, okay. So this wanted to be sideways, so I'm going to leave it sideways, but this is the Nine of Wands. And in the Hanson Roberts Tarot, it looks a little bit different, but this is the After Tarot. And so here there are two people. One of them's looking a little bit suspiciously at the other, but I think that that just means that, you know, there are some days that you don't feel like you can completely relax, that you can completely drop your guard this month. The other card that came out with it is, I want to take that sideways as well, is the Ten of Pentacles. Again, everything looks really good on the financial front. Okay. Got a little dog, got a little boy. Lots of dark-haired people here. We also have the Ace of Wands. This is amazing, Taurus. So there's newness coming in, a kind of salamander coming in. Everything wants to pop right out here. All right, so here, this one popped out. I think I am going to take that in reverse because that does coincide with that Nine of Wands. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, you know, and the mendicants and that situation just indicates that there has been a level of lack of reciprocity. It's not been fair. The playing field hasn't been fair. Something has not been even. Could be that at work you have been feeling that things have not been fair, that you haven't been being compensated, or that you're giving more than you're receiving. Ooh, okay. Wow, they just want to come out. Excellent. Do you see this? This is great. So we have the Six of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands to the Four of Wands. Everything is very stable for you. So you should see things improving this August. All right. Now we have the Queen of Cups that wanted to make a stupid appearance because she's a wench. Okay. Queen of Cups is over emotional, emotionally manipulated. This is a gossip. Oh my gosh. I just don't like to see her. You know, she's not psychic. She is emotionally immature. She's not a nurturer. She's not empathic. If anything, she's just exceedingly selfish. Let me just make sure that I know where my boundary, my perimeter is. Maybe you need to know where your boundaries are. All right, so we're going to clarify that Queen of Cups. I think I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to pull out the weird thing here. All right, clarify the Queen of Cups. I don't want this to get insane. To not get insane on me. Clarify it. Let me get a few more. Okay, these are just channeled messages that we're going to clarify with. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Why is that weirdo? Why? All right. Sleeping with the enemy. Some of you could feel like you've been sleeping with the enemy, or the Queen of Cups is sleeping with the enemy. The Queen of Cups is the enemy. Clarify a bit further. We're not going to dwell on her because your reading is really nice. You know, when people just want to suck, let them suck. They can go suck somewhere. But don't let them suck near you. Do what I do. As soon as you recognize that people are toxic, you just go. Just leave. Just, you know, make sense of it and go away. And then they will, you know, like don't engage them. Don't entertain them. If you've got a gossipy person, you know, this could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be. I'll say the signs. This could be a Scorpio. This could be a Pisces. This could be a Cancer. Doesn't have to be male or female. I shouldn't have to repeat that to you by now. St. Michael is with us, so we don't have to worry about anything. Lord have mercy. Why do people have to be stupid? Literally. Oh, okay, definitely. There could be a water sign involved. We'll take the one underneath it. He or she could have a neck tattoo. Neck tattoo is significant here. And you are the chosen one, so don't you worry about that. We're going to put this away before it gets too insane. Let's just set those over here. And let's continue. I think we will move to... I'm going to double check this camera. All right, let's move to... I don't know. Let's get one more because it wanted to jump out anyway. Oh, Lord. Okay, so we have the King of Swords in reverse next to that heinous wench. Okay, so the King of Swords in reverse is one of the worst cards, you know, for people, in my opinion. And I know that I'm not alone in this opinion because this is a person who takes logic to the extreme, you know, is strategically planning to do something that's it has no integrity, whatever he plans. He's a person that takes his authority to the max. People don't like to be around him, and there could be an issue with his mental clarity. Let's just look, okay? We're going to take it easy, though. Clarify, why is the King of Swords a dick, okay? Because I guess he was born to be. All right, people are just, I just don't have mercy for people when they show up in the reverse. I don't like it. Why is the King of Swords here with that Queen of Cups in reverse? You know, if it isn't a water sign, that's a Libra. Because King of Swords is an air sign. That's an Aquarius. That's a Gemini. That's a Libra. I get a feeling that Queen of Cups is a freaking Libra. We've seen her too many times in the collective readings, and I don't want to see her anymore. Because she's awful. You know, this is definitely a person. Yeah, neck tattoo, I bet. Or no shade against tattoos. I don't have them. But, okay, so that wanted to come out. So let's see. What clues? Something about the month of December significant. This King of Swords in reverse could have the month of December. This could be a person who's in the military. It doesn't have to be. This could be a jet engine mechanic. This could also be a pilot. All right. Let's see. What is this unholy bond between these two people, and why are they in this reading? No one likes a King of Swords. They're just awful. They just, it's do as I say, not as I do, except they'll just try to look at you in the face. They can't connect with their heart chakra. All right, so we have secrets. There are secrets about these people. I think the sleeping with the enemy relates to these two people. So maybe... I don't think this is directly related to you because you're looking in the other direction, or you just simply don't care. All right, we don't want this to get crazy. Anything else about these two freaks? Something about the fourth house. Okay, so something about the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse is connected to the month of December, or a birthday in December. These two people are enemies sleeping together. There's some issue with water, or it's about a water sign. Someone has a neck tattoo. Fourth house is about house, home, family, family of origin, roots, early childhood, that kind of thing. So let's get away from these people. In fact, look. Let's just send them on their way with love and light. I don't even want to look at your faces. Look, leave people in the past in the past. If you don't even know who these people are, good. Maybe you know who they are and they are just periphery people, okay? They don't really have anything to do with you. Okay, let's see. Anything else? I think we're going to move it along. I don't want this to get crazy, okay? All right, let's clarify with Tarot of the Modern Witch. All right, let's just shake some energy off here. I get my wiggles out before I even do these readings. All right, so what do we have? On the split, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is about these people and something about the Fool. Okay, so a new beginning that is premature. Whoops, beginning. Boy, they flew all the way over here. Let me just grab them. I just want to shake this energy off and not feel it too much. All right, Holy Spirit, what do we need to tell our beautiful Taurus? My mommy is a Taurus. All right. My son is a Taurus, my youngest. All right. So we have got the Five of Pentacles. I believe that goes here. These individuals, whoever these two assholes are, they're the ones on the outs. Five of Pentacles. Maybe you have literally turned your face and said, I'm just going to focus on money, being nurturing, giving, and loving. I'm going to ignore these weirdos over here. I also have a Hermit reverse. I believe that belongs here. I believe that this is you or someone close to you that is finally kind of coming out of their shell, or, you know, they spend a lot of time on the internet. They spend a lot of time. They could be associated with a star, or they are a star. You know, I think that somebody, you or your family, is coming out because they have walked away, left something behind, and have become the Queen of Swords. Do you see the correspondence here? Do you see the correspondences? Do you see the synchronicities? I think that you could be both the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. And if she is not you, then this is someone you know. They don't have to be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They can just be somebody like, this could be your sister, this could be your daughter, this could be your friend, this could be your wife, this could be you, okay? Now, remember, don't get focused on those. And I think that this King of Swords is somebody in her past, and the Queen of Cups in reverse, who's a freaking liar, is somebody that this person has hooked up with or done something unholy with here, and she has walked away. But she also says, do not come into my dignified realm. She could be associated with butterflies, flight, an eagle, etc. All right. Oops. Almost. All right. Clarify the Nine of Wands. That looks suspiciously like a challenge, but I don't believe so. I just think that, you know, all right, Four of Swords. I think that the person who has been in hermit mode, whether that is you or whether that is someone connected to you, you know, that person may be going through some stress, but they seem to be resting right now. All right. Four of Swords talks about resting. Let me check this. Talks about resting, talks about recovery, meditation, recharging, going into solitude to become what? The Queen of Swords. Now, maybe the Queen of Swords is having some challenges right now. They could be related to technology, because we see technology right here. Okay? All right. Watch your passwords. Watch all of that. You know, I've been privy to watching different accounts get hacked while I had another person doing the investigation remotely logged on watching what I was watching. You know, save the data, just, you know, in case you ever have to go to court, take somebody to court, sue the shit out of them. You do that. All right. Nothing for the Nine of Wands. If there's a nothing burger here, then we're not. Whoa. Okay, we're taking it. Six of Cups. All right, there's a balance that comes back, because the Six of Cups is talking about the past. It is reciprocal. Six of Cups is a wonderful card. It talks about nostalgia, talks about childhood memories, past relationships, reunion, sentimentality. Oh my goodness. We're going to take it because it fell, and it fell in the reverse. So someone you know, probably, if this is not you, someone who is chosen, who's probably in the Queen of Swords mode, like probably a divorced woman or person or whatever, who wears cool boots and has nice clothing. That person is coming out of their shell and feels freed from something. So let's get some charms to tell us what are we talking about, which signs. Oops, one popped out. The initial I could be significant. The mighty I am enough. Oh, an Aquarius could be significant. That's an air sign. Scorpio, Pisces, a Libra. The initial E A Cancer could be significant. The initial A. Beautiful, grace, and believe. I believe that that is a good sign that you are on the right path, and that if you trust divine timing, everything will work out, and that August looks good for you. It looks like it's kind of a little recap of the past and something that happened recently. So let's get some charms, and let's see if we find anything fun in here. So I'm going to, who do I focus on right now? I'm going to focus on your Queen of Swords, whether you're the Queen of Swords or you know the Queen of Swords. Lovely lady. All right, what do we have? Wow, we have 1, whoops, 2, where'd it go? 2 holy crosses. So prayer is significant, praying in pairs. Where 2 gather, I am there. We have the star, and that's a pretty one from Origami Owl that my sister-in-law gave me. Elephants are significant. Oh, a Bambi. A deer, a doe, I won't do it, is significant. And the rhino is significant, right? Being, menacing without having to do anything, just stand still. And this is Saint Sebastian. Saint Sebastian, holy metal has come out for you. You are protected. You are fine. Have a wonderful August, and I will be talking to you soon.
ما في رفوع الأدوار